No matter the cost, we couldn't let the Londoners leave. We did the right thing. If they'd left, they would have died. But we all stay together. No more divisions. We are one society. Reason prevails in the end. So does that mean that we succeeded and the last Londoner right at the last minute changed their mind? We won't be divided. The Londoners have been brought back into the fold. Nobody wants to leave the city anymore. We've won a hard-fought victory over those who tried to tear us apart. The tragedy of Winterholm crushed our hope. Fear led to some people to pursue mad schemes. We couldn't let them die in the frozen wasteland. We did what was necessary to keep all of us together. Together, we're stronger. Alright. I think we've reached the next phase of what's going on. With that in mind, I probably should send people out to the far edges to scout, because that's likely where our new locations are going to be. I'll leave one in the center in case new areas pop up around here, but I think there will be new search locations. Alright, let's put an automaton there. A letter of thanks. Sir, an engineer is here to see you. He has a letter for you from his team. My workers asked me to deliver this. They're plain people, so it reads like bad poetry, but here's the gist of it. They want to thank you, sir. The sight of this automaton working tirelessly in the inhuman cold where previously they toiled and suffered is something worth living for. I'm glad to hear that. Hope rises slightly. My hope is amazing. Alright, when are you going to give me new scouting locations? I mean, pretty soon I'm just going to start researching everything just to research everything. Improved heaters, why not? Do I have any heaters that are running? I can't tell from there. New automaton has been built. Alright, we'll put you probably in the central one, so that you cover as much areas as you can. We go to coal. I do have... No, I have 44 heaters, but it's consuming 0 per day, so none of the heaters are on. Good, good, good. Cold homes. No. Your homes are not going to get any warmer from here on out. Sorry, dude. You better get used to it. This is hard mode? This is, in fact, hard mode. It means that we gather resources slightly slower, research is slightly slower, people get sick slightly faster, discontent raises a little bit faster. Like, hard mode changes everything by a little bit. But with proper planning, and particularly starting off the game building your economy as a major focus from the beginning, you can just steamroll, and the farther ahead you get, the easier it is to just keep going ahead. Like, that's how the game is built, is that good planning steamrolls to do better and better. So if you start off bad, it's just going to keep getting worse. Improved heaters, sure. Heater efficiency, why not?
No time to waste. We've got work to do.
Unexpected guests, refugees from the Frostlands. Captain, a group of exhausted survivors have reached our city. From their frantic explanations, we know they've come a great distance, and that many of them died on the way. The phrase, doom is coming, keeps being repeated, and they say many more refugees are following them. They're begging you to help them, sir. Of course we'll help them. We'll send out search parties to bring them to the city. Let's be cautious. This group will enter our city. You'll decide what to do with the others later. No, of course we will help them. Alright. We didn't gain any homeless, so that's odd. Alright. We've got... Huh. No new locations, just refugees to gather. Alright, go pick them up and bring them back home, I guess. Resolve the situation with the incoming refugees. 0 of 3. Stuck automaton. Sir, an automaton has entangled itself hopelessly in its assigned building. We can't free it without at least partially dismantling one or the other, and that would mean shutting down either the automaton or the building. Shut down the automaton. I've got spare automatons. I don't actually have spare automatons. Let me correct that. You. Have people work there, automaton there. There we go. Heater efficiency. Advanced heaters. Oh, right. Here. We're going to have more coal. Food's not going up as much, and if we're getting in a bunch of refugees, I might want to consider building another hothouse. There's a thought. So maybe when I get a second steam core in 3 hours, I'll build another advanced hothouse, just to make sure that my rations go up as fast as possible. Did we reach somewhere? You guys are stopped. Yes, we caught up with them and are taking them back home. That's what's going on there. Good, good, good. There we go. People. Bunkhouses and houses. Weird. Not doing that. That would break our achievement. Heater efficiency. Yeah, it's really important because I use heaters all the time. Industrial hothouse. Does not fit there. Awkward. Alright, we'll put one here. And then I'll get my spare automaton once it's back to working. Working in here. Now we have even more food coming in. Refugees from the Frostland, running from the storm. A huge crowd of people has reached our city. Many of them are sick. They say that some kind of enormous weather anomaly is coming our way, and they'll die without our help. We'd never have survived it. Thank our lucky stars that the polar explorer Nansen warned us about the disaster and told us to evacuate. Please, let us in. Everyone's welcome. 70 people, 30 of them ill, will enter our city. Discontent will rise, hope will rise. Only the healthy ones. 40 people enter our city. Discontent will rise slightly, hope will fall slightly. Send them on their way, hope will fall. Everyone is welcome, even your 30 ill. Okay, now I should be looking into more infirmaries. What's temperatures look like? Yikes. Let's raise our steam level up. Okay. Everywhere besides the houses are looking great. Anything else I want to do? Am I really just doing nonsense with my researchers? I think I am. Thorium mechanization, it does nothing. Let's grab it. Okay. We're at 40,000 coal. Do we have... Oh, we do have more survivors out there. Go grab them. And still no new locations to explore. Alright, next we'll grab... house redesign. Generator range. I'm super not gonna need it. I don't need any of these. It's fine. Alright. So, in here we can hold 60 patients. We're currently at 38. Between our... No, we've got 4 infirmaries. We can hold 80 patients. Freezing homes. I won't address this right now, sorry. I could disperse the crowd. Let's disperse the crowd. Sorry, guys. I have no idea how to heat up your homes at all. It's... No, nothing comes to mind. Sorry. Let's see. We do have a lot of homeless. That's still heated. Those are not heated. Okay. You would not be. You wouldn't be, so let's go here. Okay. That's lots of houses. That should cover quite a few people. Might need more a little bit later, but that'll be good for now. Not the giant heating tower or better homes? No, there's just no way to improve homes. I've thought about it long and hard and nothing can be done. Alright, we'll grab another infirmary. And I'll probably pull an automaton off of here. No, whichever... Was it these guys that I was automatoning? Hang on. I was hoping to have automatons working on all of the same coal production around. But I think I put the automatons on here. Yeah. And then I didn't put the automatons on these gathering posts because I am dumb. So we have 3 more automatons. We'll put 2 of them on here and here. And then the last automaton I will put on this infirmary when it's built. Yeah, our sick people are going up real fast. The second wave, another huge group of refugees has arrived. They're in even worse condition than the previous one, many of them victims of frostbite. They all talk about a huge storm coming from the south. Nansen led us north because his years exploring the Arctic taught him to survive here using natural resources. Nobody could have guessed what was coming, though. So we let them in. Everyone's welcome. More homelessness. Okay. I'm going to dismantle the factory. I can rebuild it later, but this is housing real estate. Possibly build the factory right there. Generator range. Generator range 2. Meanwhile, generator, please stay on generator 1. Thank you. Is that part of the achievements? Is what part of the achievements? Not building homes? Yes. Well, that is poorly spaced, but okay. Need a few more houses. Where? I could build another housing district somewhere else. Like back here. I went, say, like here-ish. I like that. So we'll go there. Put a heater here. Because we're going to need a lot more houses, I assume. Oh, hey, I've got this whole ring that's unused. I don't know why that's unused. Let's put houses there. We do need a guard station. Probably here. Yeah. There we go. That'll handle a lot. Is there... Yep, we do in fact have another batch to grab. So far, no new locations. I think there were new locations, but I could be misremembering. Once this is built, that'll all be heated up. Perfect. Serious accident. So there's been an accident. An automaton has stepped on a man, crushing his leg and crippling him for life. People argue that the automatons should walk more slowly and carefully, even at the cost of efficiency. No. Since our entire economy is being run by automatons, basically, I'm not slowing them down. We can't afford it. And we can't afford it. We probably have enough resources to make it to the end of the game. Generator range upgrade again. Generator range upgrade 3. Meanwhile, let's put you back down to range 1.
Workday end. It's time for rest.
Abuse of power. Sir, an unpleasant accident has happened. One of our guards was insulted by a prisoner, so he hit the offender with a baton, knocking the man out. People are angry and demand that you punish the guard. Banish him? The person will leave the city forever? No. Punish him. Discontent will fall slightly. Leave him be. Hope will fall. We'll punish him. Don't knock people out. It's not fun. Let's lower discontent. Where's my propaganda center? Here. Hope will rise. I don't really need that. We have 1 prisoner. Discontent will fall? Sure. Let's lower discontent by rounding up. Wrongdoers. All of you malcontents. I have 250 people who aren't doing anything. I also have another steam core. Another infirmary. And we will pull off another automaton from here. Work in that infirmary. Thump? It's not you guys. Oh, I think we just met up with them. Okay. Was like, what did I miss? Alright. Even more capacity. We're gonna need it. And I guess let's keep building homes, because we're gonna need those too when this next batch arrives. Oh, terrible placement. Okay. You're within range. Alright, that is not in range. There. And then, I guess, connect that there. Kind of ugly roads, but it's fine. The city was so orderly at first, and now it's not. Refugees from the Frostland, the third wave. A third group of refugees is here. They're on the verge of collapse, exhausted by their journey and tending to the gravely ill and injured with them. Their leader, Nansen, isn't among them. We're evacuating everyone we can, but many stayed behind with those who were too ill to travel. Nansen amongst them. God have mercy on us. The great frost is coming. Shall we let them in? Everyone's welcome. 60 people, 50 of them are gravely ill, will enter our city. Discontent will rise considerably. Everyone is welcome. What looms ahead, sir? Now we can clearly see what the refugees were running from. The great frost is coming. We have to prepare. Our scientists say they can calculate the severity of the storm from observations. They just need a day or two to prepare their instruments and install them in the beacon. Alright, we have a few locations, and they are nowhere near where I sent my people. Fantastic. Alright, you head there. You head here. The infirmary got built. Did I assign someone? Yes. Good.
Come, lads. We must work hard.
So we have 6 infirmaries. Hopefully enough. It's not actually. We've got 125 ill. We do in fact need more infirmaries. Alright. Where is my heater for this area? Here. So if I instead put it like here. And let it be on its max range, I can take out that heater and build a couple more infirmaries. Meanwhile, research-wise, there's a research, yeah. Beacon, stereoscopic lens. Let's get that going right away. Oh, generator range 3, let's turn that off. Definitely don't want that. Okay, let's remove you. How are we doing temperature-wise? Really, really good. Why are the houses so hot? Probably I was supposed to turn down the temperature and forgot to at some temperature rise. Alright. You got here. Ice crevasse. We found the dying people Nansen's refugees told us about. They're sheltering in an ice crevasse. You gonna make it? I don't know. Probably. But we don't really know yet. Because this is where the challenge occurs, because it's going to keep getting colder, and I have no way of raising temperature while my people are still living in tents. On the verge of death, these people are on their last legs. Despite taking shelter in an ice crevasse, many of them suffer from heavy frostbite and hypothermia. We can help them still if we act quickly and bring them to our city. They can't stand on their own. Some can hardly speak. Bring them to our city. And we found Camp Vulcan. You turn to Camp Vulcan. You adhere to Deep Hollow. We have another infirmary. So let's, or another core. So we'll build another infirmary. I also have more resources that I need space for. No, come on, that placement is terrible. Resource depot here. Alright, I've basically built a ring of resources all the way around. So that's a thing. Let's try not to fill my heated areas too much. Okay. That should be good enough. The music going all tense. More coal. Alright, the scouts have made it back with some more people. So let's have you go back out here to the ice crevasse and then head to snow burrows. You. As we approach the camp, there's a Camp Vulcan. We can see that its inhabitants are busy packing. They've dismantled a couple of huts to build improvised sledges. You're going the wrong way. The scientists mistook us for refugees, but after we tell them about our city, they're nonplussed. It's probably too close to the storm to withstand it. Well, you might consult Nansen on that if you reach him in the south. The work here is done. We could convince them to join us so we could show them to our city. Yes, escort the scientists to our city. Direct them? No, we can escort them. We've got lots of scouts and not a ton to scout. Hey, we're getting colder. We're already on level 4. So besides the overdrive, there's not much I can do. Houses are only chilly. So we're good there. Scouts reach Deep Hollow. The terrain suddenly dropped suddenly here into a deep hollow. There are wounded people and dead bodies at its rocky bottom. Those people must have fallen into this hole while escaping the incoming storm. At least half of them didn't survive the crash, but it seems we could rescue the wounded. That is, if we strap them to our sleds and bring them back to the city quickly. Bring the wounded to our city. Okay. We're still working on this stereoscopic lens. There we go. The beacon can now gauge the severity of the incoming storm. That is fully researched. This is nearly fully researched. Bunch is missing here. Yeah, I've got everything I need. Faster outposts. At some point, they're going to need to run home, and having them be faster is probably smart. Let's lower discontent and raise hope again, because I can. Prepare for the storm. Sir, the scientists couldn't believe their eyes, but they've double and triple checked their calculations. They say the strongest winds of the storm will cause the temperatures to plummet beyond anything we've ever experienced before. Hunting will be impossible. The plants in the hothouses will freeze. Everyone left outside the city will perish, and so will we if we can't heat our homes properly. We have to prepare. Hope falls. Food supplies ready. The food supplies should keep us fed for at least a week. Let's pray the storm subsides before then. Okay, we've got food. Whatever these requirements were, food and cold, we've taken care of. We'll have to recall all of our scouts and outpost teams, and we need to collect the survivors from the various locations. But resource-wise, we're good, which shouldn't be surprising, since our resources are amazing. We've got another steam core. Do I feel like I want another infirmary? Oh, speaking of another infirmary, I've built one. So where did I have the automatons? It was one of these, right? Let's build more infirmaries, because I think by end game, basically our entire civilization, or our entire people, are going to be living in infirmaries, cycling between getting healed, going back to their homes, getting frostbite, and being sent back to infirmaries. So the more of our population I can keep in infirmaries, the more that will survive. Alright, scouts made it back. Oh, I've got a bunch waiting. You head out here to Deep Hollow. You are just waiting at Icy Crevasse. Go to Snow Burrows. And you are taking people home. Okay. Let's unautomate this coal production. Put an automaton there. Alright. Scouts have made it. Nope, you go out to crash site. 6 hours or 21 hours, whatever. Just go directly there. I don't care. So the storm is over on this side. So once these start freezing, I'm going to need to recall my outpost.
Rest time. Work is done for the day.
Resources. I already assigned all the ones I had built before. It looks like it. Streamline prostheses, even though I'm not going to build anymore. Let's build a bunch more of these resource depots. Okay, that's that. You guys. You've made it to Deep Hollow. Move on to Camp Compass. And you are at Snow Burrows. A group of barely alive people hiding in several burrows dug into piles of snow. The price of survival. All these people are deathly ill. It's a wonder that they're still alive. The snow burrows are only a little less freezing than the surrounding icy wasteland. They won't last a day if we don't take them right now to the city. Bring our sick to the city. Okay, we've got another location back there. Runaway child. Sir, a man is here to see you. He says that his daughter ran away after the news of the storm spread. He wants to borrow a scout sled and go after her. She's a big girl, but she was always very impulsive, and she scares easily. The father explains, I must find her before she's lost for good. She's all I have left. He'll die too, stop him. The man will be prevented from leaving the city and hope will fall. Equip him for the journey, give him 30 rations, or ignore him. No, we'll equip him for the journey. 30 rations is nothing. Also, my research is stopped for the night, so let's fix that. And then deal with the discontent that made by, I can't patrol. How dare. Propaganda. Hope will rise. Imprison people. Oh, I need another person in the propaganda. Did they imprison someone working in the propaganda center? Because again, that seems sketchy if your own propaganda people are guilty. We've got another core, so let's build another infirmary. And then replace the automaton with people. More coal production. Perfect. Prisoners at large. Sir, all the prisoners have been released from one of our prisons. People are scared what the criminals... when they see criminals on the street. We better do something to reopen the prison. Why did the prison close? Why are there prisoners on the streets? Is something wrong with the prisons? Sir, there are prisoners running free. I have no idea. So I know if it gets too cold, sometimes they'll shut it down, but the prison's definitely not too cold. It's got enough people, and it's got room. So I don't know why they let out a bunch of prisoners. I certainly didn't tell them to. Streamline prostheses. Optimize prostheses. Let's look at our map. What do we got going on? You have made it to Camp Compass. The people living in this camp are packed and ready to go. All the tents are empty. They're leaving almost nothing behind. New priorities. A small group of scientists is finishing the loading of their supplies. They work efficiently, but in silence, looking somewhat dejected. We're mostly helping with the evacuations now, one of them tells us. We used to study the Earth's magnetic field, but there are more important things to worry about now, like survival. Let's escort them to our city. Alright. We'll have a couple more people to deal with in an hour. You. Survivors rescued. We've saved everyone we could from the places we knew knew were sheltering survivors. God help the rest. No, we are going to keep going out. So far, nothing has started freezing. Camp Meteor is a day away. Let's go to the Snowborough first. Check to make sure the streets still lead to the prison. That's what I found online. I didn't delete any streets, so they definitely do. We check our streets. Yeah, it's right on this main thoroughfare. Hey, you, jagged rocks. The surface looks like it's been fractured by the shock of an underground explosion. It appears there may have been an underground base here. Danger in the deep. Ruins of the underground base reek of sulfur. It must have been a warm and sheltered place, but now exploring its depths is dangerous. Exploring the ruins, we found a briefcase signed by Nansen. It seems to contain some interesting blueprints. Let's take the technology and move on to Nansen's Stormwatch. Okay. Shouldn't have hungry or sick people. Get to the infirmaries and eat some food. Optimize prostheses. Engineer automatons. Sure. Then we'll have that whole page sorted out. Could be that there are just too many people to all get to the cookhouse, because they have to eat at a cookhouse. So I might have overloaded the capacity of what my cookhouse can handle. 670, I think it can only handle like 600. So, yeah. You aren't in a warm zone. We'll go back here. Maybe. Or here. I'm not going to build the mine.